Like, not no party down south shit.
No. Like,
To use actual inlet people. That'd be the greatest. It'd be the most successful television show probably of all time.
I mean,
reality television show.
And I hate people.
Oh, shit, sorry.
I hate people that are like, oh, I'm from Philly, or I'm from Pittsburgh, or I'm from Boston. Like, it doesn't matter where the fuck you're from. Either you're a fucking badass or you're a pussy. Like,
yeah.
It doesn't, like, your place of birth doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't dictate what you're capable of or whatever. Let's see. All right, YouTubers. We're live to the YouTube. Let me get in here.
Get in there.
And let's see.
I hate people that are like, oh, I'm from Philly, or
you know
I'm
what I
from
need to do?
Pittsburgh, or I'm from Boston. Stop calling. Like, it doesn't matter where the fuck you're like,
yeah. Need to plug in the audio so that we get decent audio on. Yeah, it doesn't dictate what you're capable of. There we go. Get decent audio on the video because I forgot to plug in my little rig. I got a little box that'll send this to my phone.
You said this is like what, 100 and something? You still ain't got this shit figured out?
135, number 135. But no, what I was saying is, dude, like the listeners have like when I started off, I was just using shit that I had, like my music equipment and shit like that, and the listeners have funded the board and all of this. The only thing that I'm paying for is like the computer, but the listeners have bought everything else. Peter bought me another one of these microphones. Now we have 3 of these, so for me and 2 other guests.
Peter's one of the best dudes in the world.
Peter is one of the best dudes in the world. Now I love Peter to death.
He's one of those few people where you're afraid of him until he respects you, and then he'll love you forever.
Oh yeah, once you realize how like loyal he is as a person.
Well, if he respects you, then he'll do anything for you.
Yep.
But if he doesn't respect you, you're out of his circle in a heartbeat, and I respect that about him.
I respect that about anybody. Yeah, like their ability to just like see people for who they are.
Well, it's like you get older, and it's like I don't need any more fucking friends, man. Like I've got plenty.
Yeah, right.
Acquaintances are okay, but as far as friends go, fuck, man. I have enough. Too many. I get shamed for not hanging out with half of them. Especially friends that have kids, man. You gotta need those.
Oh yeah, like basically all of them. Like basically all of my friends have kids, and what is it? I live a second-rate life because I don't.
Well, okay, I got it 10 times harder because I've been with the same girl for over a decade.
Yeah, well, that's true. I'm at least single.
But so I've been with the same girl for a decade, best woman in the world. But whenever a friend of mine has kids, they shame me into trying to have a kid with them.
Yeah, man, it's my turn. It's your turn too.
They're like, dude, seriously, my friend Alan, he came over to the house and forgot something, and I called him. He came back and grabbed it. And as he was pulling out of my driveway, I guess it's kind of ironic now that I think about it. As he was pulling out, he rolled his window down and said, "Stop pulling out." Because he has a 2-month-old child, and he's all like, they grew up together. I'm like, stop trying to fucking make me have a child, dude.
Dude, that's such a serious thing to be pressured into, man. Like, people, they don't take into account that, and I think that goes back to the whole, like, people just think that everybody else in the world's like them.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
People think that everybody else in the world's like them, and they think, because I react this way or because I've had this experience, this other person is also going to have the same experience that I've had, and that's not the case.
I think it was more he just wanted somebody to go through it with. Like, it was more of like a, please do this with me so I'm not alone kind of thing. Like, Aubrey and I were the first people he told when they got pregnant, and they've been trying for a while, and he told us, and we went outside and we were smoking a cigarette. And he's quit now because he has a fucking kid, and all girls will make you quit smoking cigarettes if you have a child.
Oh, yeah, well.
I mean, for good reason. Yeah. But he was all like, just fucking do it, man. He's like, just stop pulling out.
Help me.
He's like, they could play together in the yard. I'm like, dude, like, not gonna happen.
Let's see. I don't know if it'll let me tag you, because sometimes it doesn't.
You can tag me if you want, Kelsey.
Okay, there you go. I figured out how to tag people that like, because it used to only let you tag people that like the page or whatever, that like the podcast page. But now, if you go on Facebook and type anything, you can tag anybody, like even businesses or like celebrities and shit. I didn't realize that. I learned that on the podcast.
Dude, I'm an old man when it comes to fucking social media and all that shit. Like, I feel bad because Aubrey and I will go to like weddings and shit and we'll be dressed up nice. And we always forget to take pictures. Everybody's like, why didn't you take a picture? It's like, because we were actually enjoying our fucking time.
Yeah.
Instead of having to document it for the rest of the world to enjoy our time.
And
we're having a fun time. It's not like we'd be like, oh, Aubrey, let me stop you from the electric slide to take a picture to document it so everybody can see that we're doing it instead of just having a good time.
Because did it really happen if you don't document it?
Did a fucking tree fall in the woods? Yes, it did. We don't have to put it on fucking Instagram.
Yeah, right. No kidding. All right, now I'm going to share this. Not on a page I manage, but on my timeline. Oh, no, that's why. I have to go back to...
You know what, Kelsey?
What's that?
I'm glad that the Braves suck so bad because you're an Alabama fan, too.
Dude,
that's
always been my joke.
Like, I fucking hate baseball. Like, okay, I don't hate baseball. It's hard for me to get on sports that I didn't play.
Yeah.
Like, I never played baseball growing up. I played football.
Yeah, I could get that,
I love football. I shamed my grandfather and my dad for watching golf. And I picked up golf when I was like 20. And I would sit there and watch the Masters for 9 hours. And it's like I couldn't watch it before I played it, you know. So baseball, man, it's fucking watching paint dry to me. But
that's what one of the first conversations we had, me, you, and Jeff Corey at Dead Dog that day. Yeah. I was like, "Are you, dude? Baseball is so much better than football." Yeah. And they're like, "No."
I think I walked away.
Yeah.
But like, so I don't know why it just reminds me of you because you're such a hardcore Braves fan. But yeah, I was waiting to get cut the other night, and the Braves are getting beat, I think, fucking 11-0.
Oh, yeah.
And for some reason, all I could think about, I was all like, well, Kelsey's a fucking Alabama fan. So.
Well, that's what I've always said. I was like, I would always say, like, I'm an Alabama fan. I would just roll tide would slip out because I'm me. And somebody would be like, oh, no. I'd be like, listen. Don't give me this shit because God... In his infinite wisdom, but while I'm an Alabama fan, he also made me a Braves fan, so I understand loss and disappointment.
You say God in his infinite wisdom, and I'm a fucking Notre Dame fan.
Well, there you go. You know all about God and his infinite wisdom.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I need God and his infinite recruiting is what I need.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, and I think you sound pretty good back there. Even you project pretty well off the.
Oh, I project.
Yeah.
If there's one thing I've never been told I can't do, it's project.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, you're good. All right, well, that's all bonus content for your YouTube crowd. Now I've got everything shared out on Facebook. You can share it if you'd like. I'm gonna go ahead and get into some audio content for these folks. And let's get this right here, just like that.
Are you talking to me or are you just talking to nobody?
I'm talking to whoever will listen in every aspect of my life, even if I'm in public. Even
I can remember when you asked me to come on the podcast and Aubrey was all like, well, he can talk to a wall for 2 fucking hours.
Well, I think that's I don't know. I think that's like a testament to both of us. So, live from the Skrewball Whiskey Studios, ladies and gentlemen, episode number 135. That's right. See, that reminds me right there of some of Brian Redban's. And you're familiar with Brian Redban. He's been on Rogan shitload.
Yeah,
he was
exactly. Yeah.
So. I was telling you earlier about the podcast that you were listening to. You put this post on Facebook the other day about, what podcast do I need to listen to? And you said you didn't realize how. By the way, Dustin Harnish, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if I said that.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Apologize for not doing that earlier. ate a bite off of an edible last night, and it's just not. It's still there.
Just the leg.
It's still there, man. Just the leg. Seriously, just a corner. It's still anyway. But yeah, I you said you were listening to Hardcore History, which is a really good podcast. But because anything that Peter says is right.
I mean,
let's be honest.
The only thing he told me that was wrong was that the restaurant was gonna fucking be destroyed from a hurricane, and then it was all like it rained for a day, and that was it.
Oh yeah, well, what can you do?
Peter's a drama queen in the best way possible.
Yeah, what can you do? Anyway, yeah. So that was his suggestion. My suggestion was kill Tony. And Brian Redband and Tony Hinchcliffe, who both have been on Rogan a shitload.
He's a pretentious fuck, isn't he?
He is, but dude, but if you listen, I don't know. I
love
was
Joe Rogan
not
to death, but he's so fucking pretentious. He's like, I figured out that if I'm so far ahead of people, I got to keep moving. It's all like, okay, fucking.
Or if it's like, you know what, man? I mean, I could just go over here to food and stuff and get the whatever meat, but I just really love eating elk that I killed with my own bow.
Dude, okay, I watched this show. I forget what it's called. It's like Meat Eater, and this dude is taking
Cameron Hanes.
Yeah, this dude is taking Joe Rogan and his buddy.
Brian Callen.
Yeah. He's taking both of them out, and they're novice as fuck on that show. Yeah. This guy's a professional hunter. He's trekking through, and they're sitting there in the rain, and they're like, oh man, this sucks. It's all and he's out there
laughing at him.
He's like, this is what you have to do to make the kill so wonderful.
Yeah.
He never wants to kill something on day one.
Yeah.
When it's bright, sunny, he wants the pain. He wants to have to climb through it and live through it and get poured down and be almost hypothermic. And then on the last day,
because it did pour ass rain on that whole episode.
Yeah, and then the last day, you nail something that you've been desiring for 7 days of shit.
That's the real way. That's the way that even a vegan would be like, nah. Okay.
I can equate it to this.
Okay.
Would you rather fuck a girl that you thought was hot for a fucking month and been fucking working to fuck this girl and be like, man, I know she's gonna fucking look good naked. And then finally, after just spitting game, working hard, being funny, being witty, and you finally get it in, that's a fucking 1,000 times better than banging a slut from fucking Maryland that's been here for 2 days after you've known her for 35 minutes.
Oh, the crab cakes here are garbage.
They fucking are.
The crab cakes here are garbage.
Well, I'm from Maryland, fucking old people from Maryland. Can I get a gin and tonic and a Reuben, please? I still smoke Durals.
Doral menthol lights.
Get the fuck out of here with your Virginia Slims.
Oh, that's great. See, this is why you particularly, because you love to roast people, would love Kill Tony. He writes for the roast, for all of the Comedy Central roast and shit like that.
One of my favorite things to fucking watch a roast.
Yeah, well, he's one of the main writers with Jeff Ross for the roast, and they bring people out. He has another couple of comedians that are established on panel with him and Brian Redband, and they pull names out of a bucket and pull comedians out of the crowd to do 60 seconds. So some of them it's their first time or their first few months, an open mic, and then they roast them. And while roasting them, they also give them pointers and tips on how to do comedy by people that are in the game. It's so intriguing that I started watching it from episode 1. For only podcast I've ever gone back to the very beginning to watch. I even tried to do that with Rogan, and
I always go back to episode 1. Man.
Did you watch episode 1 of Did you go back all the way to the beginning with Rogan's podcast? That's a lot of episodes, man.
No, I actually listened to the first time. You know who introduced me to Joe Rogan's podcast? Is Peter. We were going on a golf trip to Hilton Head, and we're on the way back, and his back was fucking hurting. I thought he was going to fall asleep at the wheel. And fucking, he put it on Joe Rogan's podcast, and I was like, who the fuck? And he's like, it's Joe Rogan's podcast. And I was like, dude, this is fucking hilarious.
Do you remember what episode it was?
It was, no, I fucking don't. one of the best ones I've heard though was Ben Shapiro.
Oh man,
Dude, okay, so you see all the fucking or the Facebook and videos of him like shaming college students
Shutting
that
down,
have fucking hard dicks and
feminists,
think
blah,
they're
blah,
fucking smart
yeah.
and shit.
Yeah.
But on on Joe Rogan's podcast, he's not being argumentative. Like you hear him in a whole different light because he's not trying to belittle somebody.
He's a mirror.
He's having an actual conversation with somebody who's not trying to belittle him or shame him. And they have
exactly.
And it's way different. You get a way different perspective on people when they're in that environment as opposed to being, chastised and trying to be argumentative all the time.
Yeah, like he's a mirror. He will give you back exactly what you give him. And if you give him respect and understanding, even if you disagree on something, he still gives you that. But
I love people that can because I'm not much of a religious person, and I have friends that are very religious, and we can have intelligent conversations because we both make good points.
yeah,
And just like the people that are I'm over talkative all the fucking time when I know I'm right, but when something that I don't know that I'm right or wrong, I love to listen to people.
oh yeah, for sure. Like if I know that I have nothing to add to this conversation or whatever, I'm fine with not. But if I have an opinion, it's very hard for me to keep it to myself.
Oh, 100%. Well, like I think I listen to Colin Cowherd a lot.
Oh yeah, I like Colin.
And one of my favorite things that he said that stuck with me is some people want to be right, and some people want to get it right.
Okay.
And there's a big difference, you know what I mean? Some people just want to they want their opinion to be the one that is right, and some people want to get it. Like
they want to make their opinion correct.
He was referencing himself and another host at the time. And it's like somebody just want to be right. You want your opinion to be the one that is like, okay, he's right. And some people want to get it right.
Yeah. That's actually a very, very wise way to say it. I want to be right.
Or I want to get it right.
Yeah. I'm one of those people that wants to be right. But I've gotten it pretty damn close to where like I just try to make whatever I say as calculated as it can be to where it can be taken to where I'm not definitively saying something. But
that's because we're getting older and we know how to manipulate better.
Right? I think so. I think we're getting better at it.
Like I'm way better at not being such an asshole, but I'm just more condescending, I think.
Well, I don't know. Like we're very similar in the fact that like if you think it, you're gonna say it, and same here. And it's but your filter is upgraded drastically.
Oh, yeah. I used to not have one, and now I have it.
Same here.
And I'll think about it, and I'll be like, man, that's too fucking good, and then I'll say it because it's too fucking good. Like
exactly, it is.
It's never too early if it's funny,
right? That's where I say everything should be safe in comedy, because once you start regulating comedy, it's not going to be fun anymore. Like they're already removing certain words that comedians can't use anymore. That's just like,
and that's why podcasts are becoming so popular.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's unregulated. You can do whatever you want, and comedy is I feel like it's the only form of art right now that's nobody's telling you what you can't do, can't say. You can go up there and do whatever the fuck you want.
Exactly. Nobody's saying what you can and can't do, and
if you suck, you don't get paid. If you're good, you get paid.
Exactly, and that's that should be it. That should be the way things are. You know, I mean, if you're not worthy of earning a paycheck, you're not going to fucking get one, and that should be process of elimination. I mean, isn't that the way that the world went when everybody talks about the world used to be so much better, blah blah blah. We can make the world like it used to be again, where everybody was just understanding and living in harmony and shit like that. Well. You know what else?
Yeah. We're not getting started on that.
Yeah. You know what else happened back then? A lot of bad shit.
Yeah, and there wasn't fucking people having 15 kids every fucking day.
Dude.
Fucking people, man.
I talk about Doug Stanhope a lot.
Doug Stanhope is...
I was listening to him when you walked in.
That was fucking revolutionary for me. I heard... Here's how old I am. I listened to Doug Stanhope for the first time on LimeWire. I'm not even kidding. I can remember like that's how much it's ingrained in my brain. Is the first time I listened to Doug Stanhope was in Jeff Corey's upstairs bedroom when we lived at his parents' house. Both of us. Love you, Jen and Jerry. They're like my second parents. But
I text Jeff a while ago. Actually,
we were hyping it, and I listened to Doug stand-up, and I was like, this motherfucker is insane. He's like, yeah, I'm smoking a cigarette because it's technically art. Like, that shit cracked me up. What the fuck are you doing, bro?
I'm taking a fucking picture for the Instagram.
Cool.
Later. Yeah, I actually put it on my phone to Jeff sent me a Snapchat earlier. Did he send you that with him and the girl face and the giant beard that he's got?
Oh, I don't want to see that.
I was like, nope.
I don't do. I have a Snapchat. I've never posted anything on Snapchat.
Oh shit! Sorry, I was neglecting the chat. Bradley Parker says my favorite asshole. Sup, dude? Was on lunch break. What's up, Eve? I'm sorry, I don't know when these comments came through. I didn't have the chat on the front.
Dude, if I had a fucking dollar for every time Bradley Parker posted pickled cucumber on fucking Facebook, I'd have a nicer truck than he does.
Take that, Bradley. Oh, so that's why I got a new subscriber, Bradley, number 290. We're getting up there. By the way, if you watch this video and you enjoy the content at all, or if you don't, subscribe to the channel. We'll get something right one day. We'll get something you like one day, I promise. But,
sun shines on a dog's ass every now and then.
Even a blind fucking squirrel, man. Dude, so yeah. I didn't realize that. How long was that when you started getting into podcasts? How long ago was that?
Oh, man, recently, actually.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Like 6 months, maybe.
Isn't it life-changing?
It
really is. Just like...
Here's the reason I got into it, to be honest, is because I had a TV in my room.
Yeah.
And I would watch it when I was trying to go to sleep, and I fucking just couldn't go to sleep. Like
because you just want to watch.
And I just want to keep my eyes open. And so I just fucking started pocket. Okay, I'll be fucking honest with you. Ancient Aliens is what did this to me. Because I could just put
Aliens.
It on. Dude, I fucking love Ancient Aliens. Man.
That guy's awesome. He's been on Rogan a long time ago.
I love Ancient Aliens. It's fucking real. All right, that's not what we're talking about.
Thank you, Bradley. He says I'm not an asshole. Thank you, Bradley.
But I've watched all those episodes so many times that I would put it on and just be able to put my phone down and just listen to it. And I'd go to sleep, and I'd be asleep in 2 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of having a TV on. And so, after I did that, I was like, well, fuck, maybe I'll just check out some podcast. And like I said, it was Peter when we went to that golf trip.
Yeah.
So I guess it's been about a year. It's been a year since that golf trip, almost exactly. And I started listening to Joe Rogan, and I listen to weird shit. I listen to a bunch of sports podcasts, too. Like, my team's, like, from Indiana, so Colts, Notre Dame, and Pacers, like, they have all their individual...
Those podcasts are great, and they're always like, what, 30 minutes?
Yeah, it just depends. But what I love about them is they're so fucking one-sided, and your dick gets so hard.
Yeah.
I mean,
we're going to the championship this year.
It doesn't matter. Like, if you listen to a Tampa Bay Buccaneers podcast,
they're like, we're going to go win it all this year.
They're winning the fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah, they are. I know that because I listen to the same thing. I listen to the Chop Talk, the Braves podcast, and... was it Nakahoma Nation? Because you remember that was our Chief Nakahoma.
Yeah, yeah.
For back in the day, man. But
Greg Maddox.
Greg Maddox, Chipper Jones, dude. Those are my Braves. Greg Maddox, Chipper Jones, and Hank Aaron are the 3 Braves jerseys that I have. But that's beside the point. God, in His infinite wisdom, taught me
loves Notre Dame.
Beautiful lessons about losing by making me a Braves fan.
That's what people don't understand about fucking winning. Like Clemson fans, that they just fucking recently won shit.
Some fucking cocksucker
the least humble people into like, dude, I've been a Notre Dame fan since I was born. We sucked dick for. I was born in '84. I was like 3 when Lou Holtz won a fucking championship.
Yeah,
like we've sucked for a long time, and I kept my goddamn mouth shut. And when we got good, you're humble about it. Like Clemson fans, man.
Well, I do pretty good about not trying to talk shit because we're the other team in the rivalry, and I try to treat people like I want to be treated. I don't want people to unnecessarily talk shit about my team.
Fans are the same, man. I guess just Midwest people are better fans.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe just like those schools are more prominent in the football program. Like, I mean, Clemson's had one national championship before this. And I feel the same way about bandwagon Alabama fans. Like, you jumping on the train whenever all we were doing was winning. Same for you with the Raiders, Eve. I hear you.
Dude, there's nothing better than having some Notre Dame gear on and somebody calling you out as a bandwagon fan and be able to look at them straight in the face and be like, "Oh, I grew
What
up in South
bandwagon?
Bend, Indiana," and they're like,
Yeah.
"Where?" Like, "Oh, South Bend, yeah." My brother, still to this day has 6 spaces in his yard that he rents out every Saturday. That's how close that my brother lives to the stadium.
That's got to be golden for him financially.
It's not bad.
Dude, because I think about the Blue Crab Festival, all those people that have those houses.
If I want to go to the game, I try to go to one Notre Dame game a year, and my brother pays for him and his wife and his 3 beautiful children. He can get tickets to 1 or 2 games a year just by renting out his driveway and his yard for people to park there for Notre Dame games. That's how close he lives, and his house was cheap as shit. Dude, if Notre Dame wasn't in that city, oh my God, it'd be like a zombie Detroit.
Yeah, zombie Detroit. That's funny. What's up, Liz? I'm sorry, by the way, that I was neglecting the chat the other day. I had 2 guests, and it's forgive me. It's kind of hard to speak with 2 guests in the YouTube chat, but I appreciate y'all watching.
I feel like I can't see what the fuck's going on.
Do you want to hear, man?
No, I mean, I don't really give a shit. I just feel like I'm a little left out, to be honest. Like, it's all...
You can use this.
You don't have to do that, Kelsey.
Well,
it's my first time. I mean, we're not exclusive yet.
Yeah, you could. There you go.
All right, I will look at it if you're going to fucking...
There you go.
Find something to prop it up on.
You got a little...
No, I'm good. I got it right there.
Cool.
We're fucking golden.
Yeah, I usually have that computer over here too, but I kind of get it out of the way so that it's have a clear path of view. But anyway,
it's a good fucking thing you don't drink anymore, dude. If I had all this shit, if I was in your spot right now,
yeah,
all this shit would be ruined. I'd come in here drunk one night, being like, I'm doing a podcast, and every cord would be ripped out of everything. Like I could ruin fucking $2,000 of equipment in 6 seconds.
Dude, that's the thing. That's
and there's a fucking whatever that telescope.
Dude, that's my moon.
Your moon what?
My moon viewer. My little moon viewer.
Dude, the moon is hollow, dude.
Is it?
Yep.
Think so? Think it's a bubble? Something just pop it?
No, I think it's a real life Death Star, dude.
It's a real life Death Star. That's how they're monitoring us.
Dude, it was put here to fucking terraform the planet, and they just left it here for gravity.
Oh, drunk Kelsey is pretty funny, Liz. You got, I was a joy to be around just about all the time back in those days. I don't know. There'll be, and I don't know a lot about Isaac, Liz. We'll have to. Do you know anything about this Isaac guy that apparently committed suicide or something like that? Something happened yesterday. I don't know. I know that it's going around the internet. There's some sort of story that Liz brought up in the chat. I don't know. Jamie Deluxe did a video on it. But
I don't want to talk about people committing suicide.
Yeah. Well, I don't know a lot about it anyway, so I'll have to do a little more research before I say anything. But it could definitely be a monitoring station. Our moon is one of the only moons in the solar system that doesn't rotate. We only see one face all the time.
Dark side of the moon.
Yep. Breathe in the air. I don't want to get kicked off of YouTube. I get emails. I get emails all the time. And when Rogan's like, "Yeah, what are you trying to do, Jamie?" Get us kicked off of YouTube, Jamie.
Dude, I feel like like he's pretentious about that too. Like he thinks he's so good. He's like, "Oh, stop it! We're so popular. If we play a YouTube video for more than 6 seconds."
But it's true, because even me, like I'll have my guitar sitting up here. I'll like cover a song, and I'll get an email of like a copyright claim.
Are you fucking serious?
I swear to God, yeah. Even if even if I play my version of this song, I'll get a copyright claim for it. Yeah. So
you should play some of my originals, man.
Yeah, you play them. you grab it.
Oh, fuck you. I convinced somebody I wrote a book the other day for no reason.
Yeah. That's fun,
I
though.
came up with the whole premise. It's the first time I met my girlfriend. I convinced her that I was a classically trained violinist because I was hammered drunk at the Island Bar in fucking Surfside, and The Devil Went Down to Georgia came on, and I was like, like just fucking hammered. No violin, just this. I mean, just this. And what's funny is my grandpa is a musical engineer who builds his own guitars. He plays slide. He's a bluegrass mastermind.
I think we've had this talk before.
Yeah, I have I want to show you that slide guitar that I have.
Yeah.
And my mom can play the piano. My sister can. I have no musical talent.
Yeah, you just haven't figured out what it is yet.
But I can sing my ass off. You remember the acoustics at that wedding?
I remember that hallway. By the way, Liz, this is my buddy Dustin. Liz is asking who this was.
Hey, Liz. But just to finish this off, so after I told her I lied about not being a classically trained violinist, it took me twice as long to convince her that everything else that I said was true, because that was the only thing that I lied about. Like, I was like, my whole family.
No, I was being honest. Like,
about all that, and just
I just added this one key difference. Oh man, I was that way for the longest. But I was a kid, like I would just tell everybody, I could play this. Because my granddad was the same way, man. Just
that's not like I thought I was going to be with a girl
artist.
for a decade, though. You know what I mean? I was just sitting there at a bar. This is the first time I met her.
Oh, but you've been together for 9 years now?
We'll be together for 11 years in July.
11 years in July.
Dude, you want to hear some fucked up shit? Both of us completely fucking forgot our 10-year anniversary.
Really?
I'm not even joking. so
made for each other.
Dude, we're just sitting at the house and we're going through our schedules. And this is almost a year ago. And we're just sitting there going through our schedules, and she's like, "Oh, well, I'm going out of town, blah, blah, blah."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Do you know what Monday is?" And I was like, "No." And she's like, and we're sitting there, we're drinking margaritas on our back porch. And I'm like, "No." And she's like, "It's our fucking anniversary." And I was like, "Our 10-year anniversary?" And she's like, "Yeah." And so we spent the next 2 hours drinking and trying to convince each other that neither of us had anything extravagant planned, and we're trying to hide it. Like, we were trying to convince each other that we both actually forgot.
Now, was she doing that just to make you feel good?
No, we both really fucking forgot. She was going out of town on our anniversary. She was going to be out of town. And I was working. Like, we both of us fucking just completely fucking forgot about our 10-year anniversary.
That's great, though.
It was, and we loved it. We sat there and looked at each other, and we're like, we fucking suck. We're like weird pieces of shit. But it goes to the same thing as like when we don't take pictures when we're out. It's because we're fucking having a good time,
living your life instead of documenting
our time
it,
instead of worrying about what the fuck. Facebook thinks about my fucking situation. Yeah,
exactly. Well, I think you did. Y'all posted a picture the other day. It's like, because we never take pictures. I guess we'll do this.
Dude, it's because there were so many people that we knew, and everybody was taking pictures. Usually, you go to a wedding. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're like looking for like 5 people. You're like, all right, motherfuckers, we're not leaving each other. Like but.
And you don't have to worry about pictures at a wedding because there's 1,000 pictures and you're going to be in a bunch of them.
Well, the thing is, though, was like at that wedding, I knew 90% of the people there.
Yeah.
It wasn't where you're trying to find your little group of people and you're like, we're like
everywhere you go is your people.
Yeah. So it was like it was more of an organic kind of let's all take some pictures and have fun because it's all friends, instead of being like tapping fucking Uncle Larry on the shoulder and be like, "Can you take a picture, please?"
Yeah,
give me your phone like you're at a goddamn Chuck E. Cheese.
And you get it back, and it's like 4 selfies of him, his face, because he couldn't figure out how to flip the screen.
Oh, dude, you know what I fucking hate? People ask me to take a picture of them at a table when I'm waiting tables, and
you have to smile and do it.
No. I don't mind doing it, but they always hand it to me with my fucking fat face, like I'm like right here, and it's so they don't fucking hit the reverse camera angle.
Always make a funny face and take that first.
I do. Yeah, I've started doing it. And it's like I just look so. I'm like, oh fuck.
I wish there were a way to put your Venmo thing on there, so when they see it, they were like, I'll tip him an extra $1.
Dude, I gotta take fucking pictures like fucking chicks on, it's like fucking right here when I'm looking at the camera, I'm like, oh god damn,
Dude, when you open up Snapchat, it's like, hey, there's that.
I just can't grow a beard. I mean, I can grow a beard like yours, but I.
Yeah, well, you guys, yeah, I don't think they allow you to get too out of hand. They said Nick. Well, I don't know. Nick got away with it for a while.
I mean, it just fucking looked decent.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not
exactly.
like don't look like
me. Yeah, exactly. Don't look like me. Don't like just completely go away with it. Like do a little work.
You'd ruin it for everybody.
Do it, yeah,
like,
I
you'd ruin
would.
it for everybody. You'd come
do a
in
little
there
work,
and they'd be like, Kelsey fucked it up for everybody. Everybody clean shaved.
Wonder what Yankee did that.
Military fucking haircuts.
Exactly. No, Bradley Parker reminds me. Well, I was talking about I was an absolute joy when I was drunk. I did like to slap people when I was drunk, but I did it out of kindness.
You know who slapped me when I was fucking Josh. That's the name of the fucking food truck.
Josh Gregory?
Yeah, Tito's.
I think he's been sober for a little while. He's been on the podcast a couple times.
Oh, no, dude, this is forever. I didn't even remember it. We were fucking hammered. And he was hammered, and I was trying to help him out, and he smacked me in the fucking dick really hard. And we don't have
probably
each
that
other's
chainsaw
numbers.
laugh.
He found me on Facebook and, like, apologized, like, wholeheartedly. I was like, I didn't, like, you know, like, when you fucking drunk,
I'm so sorry for slapping you in the dick.
you don't remember shit, but when people tell you that it happened, you're like, yes, that did happen. I do remember that.
You could have got off scot-free.
He could have. I had no clue. And he was all like, sorry about slapping in the dick last night. I feel really bad. And I was like, yeah, that motherfucker did slap me in the dick, didn't he?
Yeah. We would deserve it. We would deserve it, Liz. She said she would slap both of us out of kindness. That's so very kind. Liz here is up in Atlanta, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah, she don't like Facebook. She don't like Facebook. You remember not having to look perfect for pictures? Yes, I do. It is today, Liz. I still do not look perfect for anything. I am one of those people, I think, that can get away with it, though. Because I've always been that way. I've never given a... Have you ever known me to give a fuck about any sort of appearance? Or... I'll always walk around in pajamas.
I think you go in the opposite direction. I think you think it's fun to give less of a fuck.
Yes.
I think you play to that a little bit.
Yeah, of course I do.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, of course I do.
A little bit.
I get what, but I mean, yeah. I
look at all the rips in my shirt.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Look at my beard, my hair. I don't care.
I didn't take a shower this morning yet. Fuck it.
My glasses cost $1,000.
Yeah, no, 12, by the way. 12. I make these things. I order them in bulk off of Amazon for like $7 a piece.
Really?
Yeah.
They look fucking sweet.
I said 12. They're Goson, Goson. Google that. And I put these Batman stickers on them. And they're fake as the people I see through them.
Oh my God. Did you really just say that?
Yep. Who's calling me?
Scott Bird.
I'll talk to you later, Scott Bird. We'll talk to you later, buddy. Yeah. Yeah. So, I only use them. Like, I started after I quit drinking. I don't know. I read somewhere that people change something strange, like just something different about themselves that's noticeable to everybody else.
We have to fill the gap.
Well, yes, in a way, but people would change something like about their appearance. And I started wearing these things that, like, as a constant reminder that I am looking at life through different eyes now. Because, shit, I was drunk for alcohol stays in your system for 2 days. So by that measure, I was drunk for the last, 5-6 years of my life.
Yeah.
And I needed to stop. Like, I had a fucking problem. And speaking of which, ladies and gentlemen, go to Skrewball Whiskey, Skrew ball whiskey.com, screwballwhiskey.com, and get your peanut butter whiskey, Skrew ball whiskey.com. And I had a problem and I needed to quit. And I don't know. It was not It was not a good thing. The amount of alcohol that I was putting down, and
You're making me really feeling really bad about
dude,
drinking right now.
no, why, dude? 'Cause I've got Skrewball Whiskey in my. I want you to try it, by the way.
Yeah, I do need to take a little taste of that. Here.
But no, I don't do that because that's why I specify that I had a problem. Like only you can decide whether or not you have a problem. If you don't think you have a problem, you don't have a problem.
I think you and Lou are the two guys that I can consider really good friends. That you didn't fucking change when you got sober.
Yeah,
you just got sober. Like
yeah, exactly.
Lou is still the biggest asshole. Like, I mean, like you're like, oh, he just drinks all the time. So like, dude, he texts me an asshole. It's fucking hilarious. He's one of the funniest people I know. He could, if he thought about it, he could be fucking Doug Stanhope, dude. Lou is that fucking ruthless.
Oh yeah, well I don't know him as well as you do, but I do know that he was the guy who everybody was like, yeah, he just one day just stopped drinking, like he just stopped.
It was when fucking Bob Earhart fucking punched him and he hit his head on a rock.
Robert Earhart,
yeah,
and John got me.
Yeah.
John Earhart pulled me down. John Earhart pulled me down, and I hit my head on the ground in front of his house.
Have sobered up my two friends that have gotten sober. It's been an Earhart family fucking tradition.
Oh God, we have to let them know now. That is fucking great.
Holy shit. Yeah, Bob Earhart fucking Lou got drunk and spit in his face. and Bob Earhart fucking hit him and he went back and hit his head on a rock. And you know what's fucking hilarious? The night that you and fucking Earhart got into it, I got hammered fucking drunk at fucking Bubba's and made a complete ass out of myself. And nobody fucking remembered because you two outdid the shit out of me. Not even joking. I went to work the next day. I was like, it was after like the Christmas party or some shit.
No, it was the day of Bloody Mary competition and Taste of the Marsh Walk.
That's okay.
Both of those on the same day.
And I went to work the next day. I was like, man, Meredith, I'm sorry if I was being drunk there last night. And she's like, what are you talking about? And I was like, nothing. And she's like, are you talking about John and fucking Kelsey? And I was all like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, man, they were hammered. What were they thinking? Yeah, that was bad, dude. Bubba.
Oh my God.
So I started taking
holy fucking Earharts, dude.
Right? Yeah, dude. I started taking shots of.
Did they have
straight
any other
vodka.
brothers? I needed them to beat me up.
Yeah.
Nah, he's little though.
No, yeah. Well, Bobby.
I'm just joking. I don't want to get beat up by anybody.
I can't remember the other brother's name. Sorry, other brother. But yeah.
Shout out to the other brother.
Shout
Don't
out
beat
to
me
the
up.
other brother.
That's so fucking funny.
Yeah, dude. I never knew that. The funniest thing, like he just quit drinking one day, and the next day was trivia. That was on a Sunday. I was drinking shots of hot vodka early that morning, and yeah, I was drinking shots of hot vodka because I don't give a shit about Bloody Mary. It's like, what am I? I don't drink no fucking tomato juice.
Bloody Mary sucked dick.
Yeah, the only people that drink Bloody Mary are the people that like need. Oh, I got a hangover. I need to or whatever. I don't know.
You got a hangover? Fucking drink whiskey like a man.
Yeah, take a shot of whiskey like a man. That's exactly what it was. Well, mine was Rumple though, but before it was Rumple, it was whiskey. I only started drinking Rumple when I started because
I love Rumple, but it's just fucking thick, man.
It's blackout juice, man.
But it's thick. It's just the sugar. It's the hangover of it with the sugar. It's like drinking fucking Grand Marnier all night.
Yeah, it's the only thing that fixes a hangover.
Have you ever gotten drunk on just Grand Marnier?
Yeah.
Scott fucking Bird, getting out of here, dude.
Let me get
Don't
this.
Don't you dare. Don't you fucking dare answer that phone. It's called dead air, Kelsey.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Sitting here fucking doing work when you're supposed to be doing work.
Yeah, well, that's work. But Yeah, that's work that I get paid for. But yeah, where were we? What was I just talking about? Oh, Birdman. There you go. You can.
Yeah, it's fine. Put it wherever you want.
There you go.
You're the boss.
Yeah. Anyway, he knows what's going on now. He's probably like, dude, I had a cancellation somewhere and he needs somebody to cover whatever. But
what do you hate? Here's one question I did want to ask you while I was going to be here. What do you hate most about playing gigs like you do? Like, or not what do you hate most, but like what kind of person do you hate the most? The one that wants to get up and sing, or the one that just keeps requesting stupid fucking songs?
There's a few different levels to it. The person who wants to come up and try to have a conversation with me in the middle of a song is right at the top of that list. Like, if I'm in the middle of a song, and like, because I take a decent amount of time in between songs and interact with the crowd enough to give them time to like say something if they want to say something.
You've seen it a fucking thousand times.
Yeah, and I like to give them an opportunity to speak with me because that's sort of my stick, you know.
Yeah, it's an intimate set. It's not disconnected. It's a very connected setting between the crowd and the band whenever you guys play.
Yeah, like it's just exactly. It creates
not like
a relationship.
Stage thing. It's more of like more of a cohesive thing. I feel like
that's a me thing. Play. I have to make myself comfortable if I want to remain in that situation. If I begin to feel uncomfortable, I no longer want to be there. Yeah. And I'm committed to being there either way. So the fact that I want to be comfortable while I'm at it, that means a lot. So. Just I want to have that that interaction between the crowd. But anyway, if somebody wants to come up in the middle of a song and like, hey, shit. Can you play? And you know what? As soon as somebody walks up in the middle of a song, they're going to ask for 3 songs. They're going to either want to hear Tennessee Whiskey, Wagon Wheel, or Simple Man. Or some other cheesy fucking Skynyrd song.
That's so true.
And you know what, man? And out of a decade of doing this thing, people don't want to hear shit they don't know. They don't want to hear a new song. They want to hear the same 12 songs that they've heard over and over.
Working at Dead Dog, we have the best live music on the Grand Strand in the Inlet in South Carolina, probably.
I'm playing there next Monday with the electric band.
You. But I mean, working there, you get used to it. But like, you're right. There's a list that every fucking band that gigs around has to play.
Every band's gonna do Simple Man, Tennessee Whiskey, Brown Eyed Girl.
There's not a band that's been there that hasn't done fucking Tennessee Whiskey in fucking a year and a half.
Easily, and you know what? It's we'll do it because it drops. We'll do it because it puts 20s in the tip jar.
I fucking love it. Love the song. But it's all like, I remember when fucking Crazy by Gnarls Barkley came out, every fucking band that played any fucking bar had their version of fucking Crazy by Gnarls Barkley.
Oh, yeah.
If you didn't play it, you're fucking like,
I remember when
I lost my mind.
Yeah, right? Everybody does it. Everybody's got it. You're right.
They're just songs that like, they go like shots, you know what I mean? When you like bartend and work in the industry, like you have like revolutions of like 6 months this will be popular, 6 months that will be. It's like every band has to play 3 fucking. If I could see a fucking trio with 3 guys with a beard that don't play a sped up version of fucking Folsom Prison Blues, I'll blow my fucking brains out. There's not one fucking band with at least 2 guys with beards that don't play a fucking version of Folsom Prison Blues. Everybody fucking does it. I love the song. It's one of my fucking favorite songs in the world. I do it karaoke whenever I get hammered.
I believe Bradley is behind a little bit on the video because he's just now got to the point where we're talking about having a problem with drinking, and he's commenting, "I have a problem." How many days have you been, Bradley?
Oh God!
You know how many days? He hasn't had anything to drink, so he's been on the podcast. If I'm not mistaken.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, right. And Liz, don't do it. Come up. So she says, so come up to you while you're playing. Good to know. You like to wear weird things to remind you why you don't drink, and remind me why I'm looking at life differently. And I just think that they're as fake as the people.
The fuck are you looking at?
The chat.
Oh shit! What the fuck? It's not on here.
Oh, it's not.
No.
Here, let me see it. I thought
Fuck
it
me
was.
over, Kelsey.
Sorry.
Are you?
Yeah, I am. There you go. The chat.
Sweet.
Yeah, they gotta Liz is good people. Bradley Parker in there. The thing that blows my mind is that alcohol is legal and pot just so happens to be not right now. I mean, it's silly, and that's a line probably verbatim from Joe Rogan. It's silly. He uses that word a lot. But it really is. It's silly to think that like, I mean, how many deaths ever in the history of the world?
I mean, it's not even an interesting conversation to have. I feel like anymore.
Yeah.
Like the fact that I can fucking go, buy a fucking handle of whiskey and get fucking hammered, and then you can't go buy a couple joints at a store that's regulated. I mean, it's all just fucking taxes. That's the only reason.
Yeah, you're right.
They can't figure out they can't figure out a good way to tax it, and so they're figuring it out.
They'll do it just like they did the lottery in the name of education.
But there's
once they do that, that'll be the way to do it.
But the thing is, the argument between the two is irrelevant because it's not like you're going to substitute one for the other. You're still going to be able to. People are still going to be able to go fucking buy handles of whiskey and fucking drive around.
The only thing is, like, I believe that if you had legal pot, and that would remove the negative stigma to it, that you would have less people who would want to, like, because I don't know, I don't know if I'm like, if you're like, when I would get stoned, I would be like, yeah, I'm fine. I don't really even need to drink right now. Do you feel that way at all?
100%. Oh yeah. Like,
does it curve your appetite for alcohol? 100%. Is what I mean.
Like, I totally 100% sober. You have 4 drinks to get a buzz. You smoke a half a joint and have 1 drink.
Yeah.
And you're on the same wavelength.
Exactly. And that's a much more comfortable place to be.
Yeah. Yeah, no hangover.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You eat some food, you feel good.
Oh yeah, right.
Dude, I'll take 70% weed and 30% booze all day
easily.
long.
And like, add that being legal, because we're going to be, I'll tell you how it's going to happen, and I don't want to go into, unless you want to, I don't want to go into politics. But this is going to be how Trump is going to get reelected, is he's going to legalize pot, like decriminalize it federally, release some sort of law to legalize pot, and everybody's going to be like, oh shit, okay, cool.
It's just
that's going to be his bid.
Just a talent show.
Yeah, it really is.
It doesn't matter. Okay, let me ask you this.
But that's what's going to happen.
Let me ask you this, Kelsey. How much has Trump affected your life on a day-to-day basis?
But the people around me are more difficult to be around.
It's like
just
every
no
election,
matter what side you're on.
Since I've been a legitimate adult, okay?
Yeah.
I remember when George Bush got elected.
Oh yeah.
Everybody was all like,
the fallout.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And then Obama, and it was all like revolution. And it was like Trump, and everybody's like, make America. And everybody's like fucking going crazy, and it just never fucking affected my day-to-day life ever.
Exactly. Like, our life isn't going to change. Like, the only thing that changes is the way that people act around us.
I just watch the news, I'm like, oh, okay, that happened. Guess what? It didn't change my life at all.
Yeah. It's just, I completely agree. My life is no different than it would have been otherwise, you know.
It's like, if Hillary, like, would it be a fucking zombie apocalypse if fucking Hillary Clinton was president right now? Would it be walking around with machetes and shit?
I mean, yeah, exactly. Who knows?
No,
I think
we'd be fucking sitting here talking.
Yeah.
In your apartment.
Yep.
Nothing would have changed.
You remember that movie with honors?
Fuck yeah.
You remember the speech where he walks in? The president is a puppet. The genius of the Constitution is it can always be changed.
It's like, get the fuck out of here.
This is true. Like the president is he can only do what the people allow him to do, you know, or what Congress will allow him to do. Correct? Like and that's the whole deal, man. That's just I don't know. I really don't, and I don't really get into it at all because I'm right down the middle. I don't give a shit. Like I don't fall on any side. Like it just.
It's so funny.
Doesn't interest me.
I feel like I'm so my mom's a fucking hippie, fucking stoner Democrat. My dad's a fucking Rush Limbaugh fucking Republican. And I just feel like I just play both sides. I hear so much of it from you too. Like I'm just like, oh yeah, you're so right.
You play on the side of logic, probably. Like I do that.
They're good ideas, but like it's kind of stupid too.
That's sort of like I got a song I wrote called "America" that Warren likes a lot.
I like that song. That is a good song.
Right on, thank you. Well, he does. There's a line in that song.
So what is this? This is the
Skrewball Whiskey. Skrewball Whiskey. KEY.com.
Just
it smells dangerous, doesn't it?
No, I just have really high hopes because okay, seriously, if I was on the fucking dating game or what was it, the Newlywed Game?
Okay,
if Aubrey and I were on the Newlywed Game, and the question was like, if I was out of the room and they were asking the women questions, it'd be like, what are Dustin's two favorite things?
Peanut butter and whiskey.
She'd be like, peanut butter and whiskey? I swear to God, dude. Like, peanut butter and whiskey are my two fucking favorite things in the world. Pussy.
Hey-o.
Hey-o. Oh, my. Wow, that is really smooth.
Skrewball Whiskey, ladies and gentlemen. Skrewball Whiskey with an E.
I'm going to be here a little bit longer than I thought. That shit is good as fuck. What percentage is that?
I don't know. I hadn't really looked into it.
That's what I look into. Okay. 35%. Oh, 70 proof? Yes, sir. That's more than Fireball.
Hey,
that's way better.
I've only smelled it.
Whoa. I'll take that over Fireball any day.
Yeah.
Fireball's only 60 proof. I remember everybody's like, Fireball and Rumple, same price. And people are drinking Fireball. I'm like, what are you doing with your money? Do you not like
yeah, like
you get Rumple like 100%. Rumple's 100.
Right.
And it's like $3 Fireball, $3 Rumple. And fucking, when I saw that Fireball was 60%, I was all like, we're done here.
Well, dude, because I'm
such a pretentious drinker. I'm like 60%.
No. It's all headache. That's all Fireball is.
Sugar.
It's just headache.
Well, fucking so's Rumple, but at least it's 100 proof.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. You get the bang for your buck there.
Yeah, you're getting $5 and what? $5.50 for for 2 shots of Fireball.
Liz said her kid just got in trouble at school for having a potty mouth. Don't know where the fuck he gets that from. See, these are things we don't have to worry about. But your friends they'll get you eventually.
Hey, this is what it is.
They'll get you eventually. But nah, man. Yeah, shit. What were we just talking about?
I don't fucking remember anymore. That fucking peanut butter whiskey,
man.
Shit is good.
Skrewball Whiskey, ladies and gentlemen, live from the Skrewball Whiskey
really
Studios.
Good, dude. I'm not even joking.
I'll tell you this. My big brother, and not like blood brother. Like you've got those brothers. You know, you group of friends. It's like we're brothers, whatever. My big brother, he lives in California, and he just got married this past weekend. He got married 2 days before Chad's wedding, and it was in California.
Ton of weddings that week.
It was in California, and I just couldn't afford to be there. But anyway, he is a. And I'm sorry I couldn't be there, bro. But he is one of the like early like I don't know founder of Skrewball Whiskey. Like he's like part of the group that founded this thing. So
Well,
our one and only actual sponsor. Our one and only actual sponsor.
Thank you to you, because
I'll actually link up the website in the chat right now, Liz.
Because that is legit.
Yeah.
I'm about to drink a little more of it.
Do that, man.
Shit is fucking legit.
Do that shit, man, because whenever that one gets
I thought it was going to be thick. Like, I thought it was going to be, like, rumply thick. You know what I mean?
Well, the original... Well, because peanut butter's thick.
Well, yeah.
You know, it gives you that...
Obviously.
Gives you that illusion.
But it's really not. It's smooth as fuck.
Liz says feels like they don't go together. Trust me here.
If you could smell this, it's like it almost smells like a good espresso.
I've not had anybody.
Just smell it. Tell me it doesn't smell like a good coffee, like espresso coffee.
Yeah, it really does. Like a latte or something.
Yeah, it's really fucking good.
There you go. Skrewballwhiskey.com with a K, Skrew. Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude. That's the whole thing is a screwball. Like it's coming at you one way. You think it's coming at you one way, but then it goes somewhere different.
It's good.
You know?
It's really good.
Baseball.
Fuck baseball. Fuck baseball.
As I'm here with a Brave shirt on, a chop on here on my thing. See, here's the thing. Think about this. Just one. I know for fans. I know for fans, but for athletes to go to baseball over than football, like I think Kyler Murray is an idiot for choosing football over baseball because one, you don't have to worry. You remove the fear of concussions, and baseball players make more money. And just their season is a lot longer, but you get like...
Okay, let me see how old you are. You remember you know who Jeff Samardzija is?
Yes.
He was, at Notre Dame, he was the best fucking wide receiver in the fucking country.
He made the right choice.
And he made the right choice. Like, you want to go over the middle of the NFL and just get fucking... just
rocked.
Stuck by... free safeties all day?
Yeah.
Or do you want to
make money
once
and go home?
Like once every
and
week
procreate.
and a half and just fucking chill?
Yeah.
But in my selfish way, I wanted him to be a wide receiver in the NFL because he was fucking nasty in college.
Oh yeah, a lot of people were. David Justice was as well.
Dude, no, I'm saying as a wide receiver in the NFL, he would have been ridiculous. In the NFL.
He made the right choice, man.
He did. With Kyler Murray, God, that guy's not gonna make it.
Do you think he's just too small, or do you think that that's the main deal? Because I think that's probably my main. I understand that there's a lot of small quarterbacks that do well, but
no, what I think it is. I think it's fucking people just following a trend for no reason instead of looking at talent.
Yeah,
I think it's like everybody. It's like Russell Wilson, Baker Mayfield, Drew Brees. That's like you got some small guy that is in a system that works well, and I'm not saying they're not good.
Yeah,
but that doesn't mean they're going to be great. You can be good without being transcendent. You know what I mean? But
yeah, for sure.
But everybody fucking just belittled the Giants for taking that Daniel Jones guy.
Yeah.
Dude, I knew that was going to happen because he's from David Cutcliffe, and Cutcliffe is the Manning camp, everything. They were on the phone with the Mannings.
That's what they were saying. They were like, this guy's out of Duke.
I called that shit fucking 6 months before it happened. I really did. I knew they were going to take him.
Huh. Eli's got to go, though, right?
But that's the thing, though, is he's the guy that Eli will actually mentor for, that wouldn't be a dick about it. That's what's going on.
Okay, so he's the one that won't feel bad.
Because
we've raised you up.
Yeah, he's been at every Manning camp. They're friends with the family, and that's why they did it. And
I see you out there, Eminem. Good to see you, buddy.
But he's a good fucking quarterback, and everybody wants to talk shit about him. He's 6'4". He runs a fucking 4.6. And he has a fucking rocket arm. And he's from Duke. Whoa.
He's obviously got a brain.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one thing that I think that everybody wasn't taking into account is that they're like, this guy goes to Duke as being like a negative thing with the sports program. Well, Duke's football program has been better and better every year for as long as I can remember. And not only that, it's Duke, which means the guy has a brain and knows how to use it, because not everybody's getting into Duke.
Well, and here's my thing about it, and I agree with you 100%. But if you look at every really good quarterback in the past 15 years,
Yeah.
they don't come from your ACC, SEC school. They like you got Joe Flacco goes to Delaware, like Tony Romo. You know, like you look at the quarterbacks, and they're the teams that they elevated teams that would have never been good in the first place.
Yeah.
Like Miami of Ohio with Ben Roethlisberger, like would have never been anywhere.
Yeah.
Like
Exactly.
it's the quarterbacks make the team, and those are the ones you draft.
Yeah, that's the thing, is like if you take a team who like was and honestly, I feel like a dick because I thought that that's what Clemson was with Deshaun Watson, and we see that I was very wrong.
I don't know. I'm up in the air on him.
Well, dude, in Clemson when and then I also began to realize that, man, maybe it wasn't as much Deshaun Watson as it was like Mike Williams and Hunter Renfrow. And then I realized, okay, maybe these guys are legit. But have you heard about the shit that's going on with them right now?
No.
And I don't talk about it a lot because of the whole being an Alabama fan thing, and I try not to make it sound like I'm like, oh, well, I heard this thing. But there is I don't want to be one of those guys.
No, I know.
But yeah, so there's audio of the assistant basketball coach at Clemson talking about, like, in regards to like paying players, because they were gonna like pay for Zion Williamson, because he's from like Florence,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so they were gonna, like, I think they were in talks to like trying to give Zion Williamson dollars to come play at Clemson, but then he ended up going to Duke, and there's apparently audio recording of that where the guy slips up and says something like, "Oh, well, we're not the football program," And
Womp womp womp.
and there's just audio recording of saying something like that, and that's all there is. But like I said, I'm not trying to be one of those guys, and this has been like months ago. So, and I've not brought it up and not really said anything about it, but it just doesn't look good. It doesn't sound good.
Of course it doesn't.
And especially in this day and age, like,
It's hard to be that good.
yes, out of nowhere.
Like I'll say this, like, as a Notre Dame fan, I feel like we do it the right way more than most.
Yeah.
And if we won a national championship, I'd be the most fucking pumped up person in the world.
You guys have a higher judge than most.
But that's the thing, like I'm happy with being where we're at.
Yeah.
We're always I get to watch every game of the year in the hopes that we make the playoffs for the past 3 years. Like every Notre Dame game I watch, we have a chance to make it to the top 4 for the past couple of years.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that's true. And it does make it fun to watch. And I feel the same way about my Braves. The last year we ended up getting lucky by winning the division. But just for 1 year, like, I've been watching the Braves lose. And you know what's funny is I was like, it was coming right after a fucking bad, like, just I don't know, like, just a bad run, like, just so long, so many years of just being like, okay, well, instead of I'm gonna go home and watch the Braves play, I'm gonna go home and watch the Braves lose. Like, it was just after a long, long time of having to say that. And they finally just started doing something. And I feel like we're going to be, like, at least in the conversation for later. Because, to be honest, Alabama needed to lose. We needed to lose that bad just to throw a monkey wrench in the game. Because what does it make? Is it fun to watch college football anymore?
Okay, here's my thing. You're going to argue baseball. But, like, I feel like the games just don't matter enough. Like, that's what I love about college football and the NFL.
Yeah.
And college basketball are probably my three favorite sports. And I love golf too, but I'm just saying, as far as watching on TV, like, competitively, like, because every, like, games matter. Like, You can just you watch a baseball game and they lose, and you're like, okay, we'll play them again tomorrow.
Yeah.
And like I just feel like there's not a lot of sense of urgency until it gets down.
Yeah.
Like they're like okay, they lose, and then everybody's like, yeah, just get on the bus and go to the next game. And every game in the NFL, like win or lose, college football, win or lose,
Yeah.
like you're hanging.
It's constant excitement.
You're on the edge of your seat.
Yes.
Watching those games to where, okay, if we were watching a baseball game, I could be leaning back, sitting here watching the TV right now.
Yeah.
If we were watching a college football game between Notre Dame and Alabama, I'd be like,
Yeah. Exactly.
It's you're on the edge of your seat.
That's actually what.
That's why they make the money, because you have to watch it, man.
That's the thing. And plus, there's only, you're right. There's only once a week where football players get to show up.
And it matters every week, though.
Yeah.
Like, if Alabama loses to LSU, it's like, bye-bye national championship. Notre Dame loses to Georgia, week 3.
Yeah.
Yep, fuck it. Season's gone. Like, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
So, if you're
Every
winning,
game does matter more.
If you're winning, like, it just gets, it's not even fun. Do you even, I don't think I have fun watching football anymore. Like, I just have relief.
Yeah.
Like, I enjoy watching the game, and then, like, you win, I'm just relieved. I'm not even happy. You know what I mean? I'm not even excited. I'm just relieved. I'm like, oh, that's fucking over. Like, I feel like I just went through an interrogation where I was guilty, and I got off.
That's
you
how.
Know what I mean?
That's how I've felt.
I feel like I'm just sitting there like, oh no, officer, I didn't do that. When you know you did it,
Yeah.
and then you win, you're like, ha. Got you, bitch. Like,
dude, that's how I have felt watching Alabama play for the last 4 years, every single game, just because I know that we've got the target on our back, and
do you think he's going to be the number 1 pick? What's his name? Tua
Tagovailoa.
Yeah, is he going to be the number 1 pick?
I don't know, man. I don't think so, man. He didn't do very well in the Natty.
But see, that's what I'm saying. He's the sexy. Okay, I'll put it this way: if Kyler Murray does well, he'll be the number 1 pick. Kyler Murray doesn't do well, I'll call that right now. If Kyler Murray does well, he'll be the number 1 pick. If Kyler Murray doesn't do well, the guy from Oregon will be the number 1 pick.
I don't know. I'm very upset with. Believe it or not, I'm very upset with Nick Saban's call on that. Like, I think that would have been a different outcome of the game. I think we probably still would have lost, but it wouldn't have been near as embarrassing if Jalen Hurts would have played in that game.
Oh, isn't he the quarterback of fucking Oklahoma now?
Yeah, and that monkey wrench, right? Everything just got interesting.
Man, watch out for fucking Notre Dame this year, man. We're gonna be legit.
Liz willed you to drink more. She said, "Get Dustin, take another shot." A while back.
Cheers.
But yeah, dude, I don't know. Tua's a great quarterback, but he scares the shit out of me every single time he throws the ball. He just, it's like he Brett Favre's every fucking, every throw, and that terrifies me because it's not like you just throw it up and hope your boy comes down with it.
Yeah.
But that's exactly what it looks like. It just
like my
reminds me of a high school quarterback.
I hate to say this, but it just reminds me of Kaepernick a little bit.
Yeah.
Where it just like they don't have the touch. Like it's just everything has to be a fastball.
Yeah.
There's no over the linebacker in front of the safety. Not that little drop. Like not the touch. It's everything has to be a fucking.
I'm gonna throw it. You get there.
And the thing is, fucking name me an Alabama quarter. Like you have 5-star everything. It's easy to throw it to fucking Julio Jones 40 yards
That's what
down
I
the
said.
field.
That's what I said.
Like,
I could be quarterback at Alabama.
You have 6 seconds to throw the ball to 3 of the best receivers in the nation. Yeah, you're gonna look pretty fucking good.
I mean, you think about all of our guys are in either backup squads or in broadcasting. I mean, Greg McElroy, I think, is like an insurance salesman now or something.
Dude, you know who I really love is fucking Ryan Kelly. I mean, I'm a Colts fan, but I'm just saying we drafted him in the first round, and we picked up his 5th-year option, and he's a fucking awesome dude.
Oh, Ryan Kelly.
Dude, he's a great fucking center, man. He's going to be a fucking all-pro this year.
That's one thing that, and when everybody wants to argue is that the biggest telescope you've ever seen, Liz? Why, thank you. Everybody wants to say shit about, oh, well, Alabama could be paying players. And I was like, you know how Alabama pays their players? They say, son, do you want to go to the NFL?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Son, do you want to play in the NFL? And then Dabo probably goes, son, do you want to beat Alabama? Here's a suitcase full of money.
War Eagle.
Oh, Duttlinger.
Oh, Duttlinger. Duttlinger.
Yeah, he'd be great to have on a podcast,
Oh,
wouldn't he?
God, no.
Oh, that would be great.
Oh, my God. I'll FaceTime him right now.
See if you can get him on there.
Oh, God, I fucking hope so. That'll be so fucking funny.
That's what she said. But
He's
yeah,
one of I have 3 people on my FaceTime, and he's one of them.
I've got. He's the only person that I will say War Eagle for, and I'm probably the only person he'll say Roll Tide for.
Yeah, if he fucking answers this, I'm gonna fucking crack up.
Oh, Chris Duttlinger.
He's not gonna. He's probably fucking working. You know what he fucking does?
Yeah, he's like doing dentist shit, like dentistry or something like that, right? Or
What? No.
or some sort of doctor.
Yeah.
Some sort of doctor. Am I getting the wrong kind of doctor?
Yeah.
It's not dentistry. Does his dad do dentistry? No, he's working with his dad or something like that.
No, he's a fucking he's a vein harvester, dude. Okay, so he
Oh
works.
shit,
He works
that's
for,
a lot different than what I was
Oh
thinking.
no, he's a physician's assistant. Dude, he harvests his veins from people's fucking legs. Like, say you have a fucking heart attack or some shit.
Yeah.
He harvests he goes in with like fucking gets like veins from your thighs and puts them like in your heart and shit. Like,
Damn.
yeah, it's fucking crazy. It's weird as fuck. I can do that shit, man.
We were calling brother Duttlinger there. He is the fan of the rival school that I'm a fan of. Yeah, we. By the way, she lives like it's 4. He's at work. Yeah, neither one of us have regular. I don't know. You're doing the realty stuff on as well, aren't you?
Absolutely.
So yeah, these are by no means like jobs that'll confine you to a spot for a certain amount of day.
I just feel like it worked out. I knew I wanted to do it, and just try to do shit whenever my girlfriend's doing shit, so we can have as much time together as possible. So she was doing something, I was all like, "Let's get over here and get weird with Kelsey."
That's awesome that you text me too, because I didn't have a guest prepared for today at all, and I know that Wednesday and Sunday are usually my release days, and yeah, I'm stoked that you got up with me. It's fucking awesome. Physician assistants make bank. Physician assistants.
Yeah, he does. He fucking makes a shit ton of money.
Yeah, man.
And he talks about it all the time. He's a fucking pretentious fuck. Chris Dellinger's pretentious fuck.
Aren't we all?
I love him. Fuck yeah.
Aren't we all?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like that, the entire crew, like us and Jeff, and we're all the same.
Yeah. We're just pretentious fucking asshole pieces of shit that love talking shit and having fun.
Yeah, and the best kind of people to get recorded. I want to do one with all of us, like with
Jeff and I together. It'd
Yeah.
be like the two of us get together and we don't even know what the fuck we're talking about half the time because
Yeah.
we've known each other for so long. We just start talking shit and we don't even know how mean we're being to each other.
Oh yeah, well, everybody listening will not. Man, you guys have because that's just how you talk.
It'd be hilarious.
So we were talking about this before we went live. Zion Williamson is going to New Orleans.
What the fuck? That's gonna be crazy. So okay.
And Anthony Davis is still requesting a trade. So is this what you do? You've been building that team around Anthony Davis for however long.
Okay. Is he still requesting the trade after they?
Yes.
After they know that he has that they have the number 1 pick.
Yes.
Oh. Well, that sucks for the Pelicans because they could have got a lot more if they didn't have the number 1 pick.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing. Like, I think that, yeah, Anthony Davis
I'm
doesn't.
getting some.
I think it's the phone. It might be. You might have a text message or something coming in. Or
Okay, yeah, you're right. I think you're right.
but yeah,
Dude.
these mics are so sensitive to stuff like that. But yeah, that's going to be ridiculous. And he was so let down, and he confirmed, or somebody in his camp confirmed that he was hoping to go to New York, and he was expecting to go to New York, and he had sort of probably made plans around that. And now he's not. But I believe that. Do you think that it's still? And they can't trade, right? They can't, like, New Orleans can't trade because of this new lottery system that they're doing, right? They have to take the first pick.
No, you should be able to trade that.
Should you?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I would think so, but I don't know how it works because this lottery system that they've been doing over the last couple of years.
But man, why would you want Anthony Davis and?
I think that here's the thing, and I heard
Dude,
I don't
saw
know.
Zion, dude. I met Zion at the Beach Ball Classic.
Dude, he was here like last week.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah, I mean he's apparently a very good dude.
I really hope he doesn't go to the Pelicans.
Well, here's the thing: do you want to? And I'm sure New Orleans is a great city.
I want to see the Knicks. I want to see the Knicks with Kevin Durant, Anthony Davis,
Ooh,
and what the fuck's his name? That used to play for the Cavs with Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie. Ooh,
Bam.
that wouldn't be bad to see because listen, New York needs. I got a fly that just keeps fucking coming around here, but just like I see it making laps like around the fucking house like a fucking rally driver or something. Yeah. There he goes. But yeah, fucking I don't know. I just is New Orleans that attractive of a place to be year round?
No, it's not. No,
I mean,
it sucks. NBA is all big markets. You have to have big markets.
All right, Liz, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, just
Gotta have a big market.
yeah, you gotta have exactly.
I'm a fucking Pacers fan, and I'm happy with Oladipo. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Fuck. Like, we're not gonna get fucking. LeBron James didn't go into the Pacers.
Yeah,
I mean,
he doesn't want to feel. He's not trying to fill Reggie's shoes.
Yeah, like. But I'm happy with what we have. I feel like we have a good team.
Reggie Miller, by the way, is probably one of my favorite players of all time.
Best 8.9 seconds of basketball.
Oh yeah, hands down, dude. Best 30 for 30.
8.9 seconds of basketball.
Best 30 for 30 too.
Oh man, Reggie.
Hands down the best 30 for 30.
I fucking. Okay, here I'll say this.
How you like that?
I love it. I love it.
Now you can say best 8.9 seconds of basketball.
Holy shit!
No, try it. I stole this from Jeremiah Watkins.
Oh, I didn't see that coming. Holy fuck! Holy!
I stole that shit from Jeremiah Watkins.
Best 8.9 seconds of basketball. Holy fuck! That's hilarious.
Yeah. Best 8.9. Yeah. We got auto-tune on the fucking...
Mix 90 Drunky Boy Dustin.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Do it again.
Mix 90 Drunky Boy Dustin.
But seriously though, like, yeah, Anthony Davis is probably showing, he's probably showing Zion Williamson, you don't want to be there. You don't want to be here because I'm trying to get out too. Like, I don't think they want to go to New Orleans and be king of that city. Does it still sound like this is on?
What?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Ho ho, I say.
But yeah, and it's just not outside of Drew Brees and the Hurricane Katrina Super Bowl year. They've just not really been known as a sports city ever. Like that city exists for Mardi Gras, right?
Why the fuck would you go to Pelicans too? Remember when that happened? And they announced it.
Well,
They were like pelicans.
I was listening to Joe Rogan.
It'd have been like a voodoo or some shit. Like cool. Like,
I was listening to Joe Rogan's podcast whenever that happened, and they like did some research on what the
Come on, use your words.
the other options were versus a pelican, and how the pelican is like a hard ass motherfucking bird. Like if you actually look at pelicans and their like kill tactics and things like that, like it's pretty much a hard ass bird.
It's not a hawk or an eagle.
It's not a hawk or an eagle. Is that better? Does that sound different to you? Are my ears just popping?
I don't fucking know, dude. I don't do this shit every day.
Yeah, I do this shit every day. But anyway, we got about an hour and 20 minutes of content, and it's scooting on up to the 4 o'clock hour. What you want to? You got any big shit going on in your life you want to document?
No, I have no big
Or
shit
any
going
kind of
on.
anything you want to promote to
Nope.
anybody that might hear it?
Absolutely not. I just like fucking hanging out and talking shit.
Or a mission statement?
Mission statement? Yeah, just be nice to people that work for low wages because they're fucking working hard, and don't be dicks to people because they're only doing what they're doing because they're trying to make money. So don't think you're better than people. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, I did an episode on being kind to your people in the service
It's
industry.
so easy to be nice to people, man.
It really is.
Like, and it gets you so fucking far. Like, just be like, I really, and my friends say I'm an asshole because I'm an asshole to my friends. But people that I don't know, I'm the nicest fucking person in the world to.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's just easy to be nice to people that, like, they're just doing their job. Like, when you go, like, just in general, like, if you're at the DMV, or if you're paying your fucking car taxes.
Yes.
Or if you're at the grocery store and there's a fucking line. Or just, like, it's easier to be nice to people.
Yeah, it's
You
not
get
their
so much
fault.
further. Yeah, like, just easier to be nice.
Yeah, it is. It's totally not their fault. They can't help it.
There's no reason to be salty. Just they're people working jobs.
Yeah, they really are. And I equate that even more to like service industry because they're like servers make the least amount of money on paper. And they like you guys really do rely on tips.
Yeah, and it's just like it's not even that. It's just it's easier to be nice than it is to be upset. You don't get anywhere.
Uh-oh. Somebody else. I don't know who you are. You have to leave me a message, friend.
Oh, that's Aubrey. All right. What
Yep.
time is it? Oh,
It's
good.
4
We're
o'clock.
We're right at it.
Right at it. So yeah, well that's good. Yeah, just take care of the people. Be kind to people. That's my MO. I sign off every episode. In a world full of shitty people, don't be one of those people. Be a good person.
It's not hard to be. It's a
not.
lot easier to be nice. It's easier to be nice than it is to be shitty.
Yeah, it really is. True story.
But thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming, man. This is fucking. This has been great. We got to do this more often for sure. Because
whenever you need me to come over, just fuzz.
Cause shit, you live around the corner, right? Pretty much.
Yeah. You know,
Hell
like
yeah.
a half a mile away.
Yeah. Good shit, man. All right. So please go to the Facebook page, Instagram page, Twitter page at MI Stuff Podcast 1, the number 1 on Twitter, and just simply at MI Stuff Podcast on Instagram and Facebook. And please go to the YouTube page and click subscribe. Kelsey Hudgens, KELSEYHUDGINS. On YouTube, click subscribe there and click the little bell if you want notifications. If you don't want the notification, then you don't have to click the bell. But please click the subscribe button so we can get the numbers up to 1,000. That way I can go live on mobile again. Please go to mistuffpodcast.com and got the blog going up there that I update occasionally. And all the latest YouTube videos are up there. All of the Instagram pages. All links to all of the other pages are there. So there's that. And if you like the content and you want to help out at all, there are certain bills that we have here at the podcast that we only have because of the podcast. If you guys want to help out with that at all, you can go to paypal.me/Kelsey Hudgens. Tip jars on the website and in the description of the YouTube video. And it's not necessary. It's only if you want. I'm gonna still release content no matter what. So there's that. But anyway. I think that's all I got for you. Yeah, I think that's all I got for you. Game of Thrones recap is going to be coming after next week's episode, after it's all complete, and I will have watched Game of Thrones in its entirety in the course of a month. Inevitably, it was about 9 days in total. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Be a good person. In a world full of shitty people, don't be one of those people. Be a good person. Peace, bitches. YouTubers, hang tight for a second. Let's get this intro rolling. Hey, guys. How you living? You doing well? Good. Glad to hear that. So in this episode, my buddy Dustin Harnish stopped by to talk about all of the things in the world that we wanted to talk about. And we sat over a little bit of Skrewball Peanut Butter Whiskey live from the Skrewball Peanut Butter Whiskey Studios. Dustin confirms it is delicious as fuck. And we had a pretty good talk. And I'm not going to give you any content spoilers. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys get to that by your own damn self. But anyway, please go to the Facebook page at MIStuffPodcast. At MI Stuff Podcast on Facebook and Instagram, at MI Stuff Podcast 1, the number 1 on Twitter. And if you guys want to follow me, at Yonder Wizard, WIZZERD on Instagram, Kelsey Hudgens on Facebook, Clownface, and go to MIStuffPodcast.com for the blog entries and the latest YouTube videos and the IMDb page and all that goodness. Everything was linked up on the website, so you can find all the stuff that I just described there. Please go to YouTube and click subscribe. Kelsey Hudgens, HUDGINS on YouTube. Click subscribe. If you don't want the notifications, you don't have to click the bell, so they won't be bothering you regularly and all the shit. So there's that. Like I said, I said all of this at the end, but sometimes folks skip past this part. So Game of Thrones recap is going to be coming to you very soon, and the whole thing is fresh in my memory because I only started watching the series season 1 like a week ago, pretty much. So everything is fresh in my memory, and we're going to be putting together a pretty good panel. I think me and Patrick and Seth are going to be doing a recap on that. So yeah, be excited for that. And let's see, do I have anything else for you? Going to be at Neil and Pam's tomorrow night with the American Sound. Tomorrow night being Thursday the 15th. Thursday the 16th. And going to be there from 8 to 12. Friday, be at Oceanfront Bar and Grill from 7 to 10, I think. Or maybe 8 to 11. I don't know. Can't remember. And Saturday, Brother Brian Jordan's getting married. Going to be at that wedding. And Sunday is Pilot House in Little River from 2 to 6 for the Blue Crab Festival. I think it's Blue Crab, right? Not Shrimp and Jazz? One of the two. Shrimp and Jazz Festival or Blue Crab. I can never remember. We'll be at Pilot House on Sunday with cornbread. Dead Dog Saloon Monday after that with the Electric Band from 7 to 10:30, I think that one is, with the American Sound. So I will have done another episode by then, and I'll be able to tell you about the other shows coming by that time. So there's that. All right. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys get to some content and get along with your lives and your day. Thank you for listening. Please click subscribe on Apple Podcasts and leave us a review if you like. That we're also on Spotify and all of the other, wherever you get your podcast. We are there in My Stuff Podcast. You probably already know that because you're fucking listening to it. All right. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys get to some content. Without further ado, episode number 135 of My Stuff Podcast featuring Dustin Harnish. Enjoy, motherfuckers. All right, YouTubers, click the links in the middle of the page, at the tops of the page. Click subscribe. Thanks for hanging out. In a world full of shitty people, don't be one of those people. Be a good person. Peace, bitches.